Alright guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the gun slot offset formation now. All these auto motion plays are really good to mix in. Now if you have a mobile quarterback, motion triple option is really nice. If not, that's the only play you want to avoid, is the option stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at the screen. Well, first let's go ahead and just look at the runs. Let's look at motion inside zone first. Now as you see, we're going to actually end up getting pretty good yardage with this. And the reason why is once you pop them with that screen once, the user's going to end up having to come over here and try to take away Lynch. So basically you're going to see this, and then you're just going to have a hole. So, I mean, this play works really nice. Depending on the defense that you end up seeing. As you can see over there on the left, go ahead and look at this on instant replay. Any linebacker at the line of scrimmage over here is going to stop, and he's going to wait because he's playing the option. And so we're going to end up getting a good 4 or 5 yards of pop, and you can break that for a touchdown at any time. Like, if you catch the defense in the wrong thing, you can end up with a really big gain off of that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the triple option, the motion triple option. Now the computer's better at defending this than a user is, so let's go ahead and get into this. Now right here, as you can see, we got our read and our pitch man. That time he stays back, we're handing it off. So if the guy who's you're reading to hand the ball off to the running back stays back, just always hand it off. You end up with really big gains like this. Now let's go ahead and option play running back. Now this time he should come in after the running back. Now we get outside, hit that pitch, boom. So it's just a matter of making your read. If you make the read the correct way, you should be just fine. And I actually made the wrong read right there. That time he stays with the running back. We keep it with Wilson. So it's just making the right read more than once, basically. If you only needed a yard, then the R over there, your outside linebacker's that far away, just hand it off even if he's playing the running back, because you're going to get that yard. Now if you're just running the play to run the play, it doesn't matter what the yardage is, then go for what's going to get you the biggest amount of yardage. Now if they baseline, obviously your options are going to change a little. Now we got a chance to get to the edge with Marshawn Lynch more often than not. So that's triple option. That's something probably about 5 minutes in practice mode of running that should get you pretty much familiar with it enough to be able to run it in a game. Now let's go ahead and look at the PA halfback swing. Now this play is unbelievable versus the most popular blitz right now, which is 3-4 odd shifting the linebackers left. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the blitz that everybody's running. You're going to want to throw that quick. As soon as your quarterback turns, and keep in mind, they're only rushing 4 people, so they're not even blitzing anybody right now, technically. If they were blitzing some, obviously you would want, you would end up with a bigger game. But watch Wilson. As soon as he turns, boom, hit that throw. No pass lead, just a bullet pass. And I can't tell you how many times I've broken that for touchdowns. Now, the thing is, too, when they play man, 9 times out of 10, they're using the guy on the running back. In this formation, they'll eventually start using the guy covering this running back. And now here's the problem. When you send him in motion, that guy can't get over there quick enough. He just can't. So any of these auto motion plays are going to be able to get out there faster than they're able to do anything about it. The only thing that really does a semi-decent job against this is spread formations like quarters. Now, if they were to be smart and do something like I would do and man up this guy on Lynch, now that changes what's going on a little bit, as you can see. But with a running back like Lynch, you still end up with a broken tackle. But yeah, so we got that. So now we have inside zone and the motion triple option, both using that same motion. Now let's look at Eagles cross screen. Now here's the problem with this, and I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick. Look at the alignment of the two running backs, okay? Look where Jackson is. Now if I go to anything else, well, kind of just pressed the wrong button there. Okay. So now let's just say I go to inside zone. Notice how Jackson steps back, or even a halfback swing. So you're going to want to come out in this formation. Come out in the swing screen if you're going to run it, or this screen right here if you're going to run it, because it kind of gives it away and you want to go to run it kind of quick. But as you can see, we end up with pretty good blocking right there. This is a play that can end up in huge gains for you. Now let's say they were blitzing us and didn't have that flat over there, so they were doing something like this. We get that screen out and we can turn this into a touchdown pretty quickly. So that's another play to add to it. So now you got this screen game along with a run game using the same auto motion. Now what people are going to start doing is playing man. And the reason they're going to play man, well, let's just say they stay in zone for a second. We got motion spot. And with motion spot, all we're going to have to do is streak Baldwin. Now if you wanted to, you could put Jackson on a route. If you do, I recommend just like a little option route so he can sit down for you. But that time I made the wrong read, and that's completely on me. Let's go ahead and do this again. He's back, so I'm going to throw it to Lynch in the flat and take my 5 yards. Now, when you get Chung up here and he decides to play Lynch, which he will do, you're going to end up with that corner route wide open. So it's really a one side of the field read. If you wanted to, you could drag Curse. And now you'll be able to hit Curse in different pockets over the middle. You could leave Curse on what he's on. And you got to watch him though. It's iffy. I kind of forced that. Now that spot route will get open. Russell Wilson will overthrow it. Yo, I swear that's the worst. That's the biggest issue with Madden right now. I promise. Those routes that get overthrown for no reason whatsoever have to be the most annoying thing that's happening. And right there, I get an underthrow, and I actually threw a high pass lead. That high pass lead should have got right over Chung's head with no problem. See, I mean, Wilson, I don't see as many in games, but I do see them in practice mode with him a lot. I'm not sure why. It's very frustrating, though. I should have done this. I mean, I'm doing this with Seattle right now. I actually play with Denver right now. Denver, to me, is probably the best team in the game. Peyton Manning can make every throw. Let's go ahead and get into if they're playing man coverage, because they're going to start doing that to you. Alright. So they're going to start playing man. No problem. What we're going to do is go ahead and put Jackson on his little option route. And we're going to drag Baldwin. Now obviously Jackson on the option route is going to get open more times than not. We got the motion that's keeping them distracted. Our drag's going to beat his man a lot of times. I would probably put Lockett out there if I'm running this formation, though. I'd probably switch him and Baldwin because of the speed difference. Then we got Lockett that's wide open, and Russell Wilson misses him again. And guys, there's no secret to not overthrowing the ball. I'm sorry, it's just not. I'm not even pass leading them. I'm just throwing a bullet pass, and that's happening. So now, obviously, you're not going to get as many as I'm getting right now in the game, but you'll get them, and I'm sure all of you have noticed it. But as you can see, I mean, we're able to beat man all over the field. So man coverage to me, I mean, if you're just going to sit there and man coverage all game against me, it's a joke. I want you to. That's what I want you to do. So, and then really the only time you're going to be looking over there at that streak is if they're using like McCourty like this, which a lot of people will do. They will leave you one-on-one on the outside for you to just bomb their life away until you hit them once or twice, then they'll forget about doing that anymore. Okay, as for the auto motion, that's pretty much it with the auto motion, but there's a couple more plays in here that I like. You got triple option left. Same thing with this. He stays, you hand it off. He doesn't stay, then you give it to, then you run the pitch part of the play. So let's go ahead and let him play the running back. Boom. Get outside. He stayed on Lynch, so I mean he stayed on Jackson, so I made the decision to keep it with Russell Wilson. This one I don't feel is as good as the motion, but it's a nice little change up to hit him with something quick. And then where was the other one? Shakes. Now this is just a man destroyer. Now with this, all I like to do is drag Lockett. That's if I do that. A lot of times I'll slant him if I know it's man coverage. Sometimes I'll just drag him and I'll take Jackson and put him on a option route, and that's about it. I'll block Lynch if I need to. But these C routes are just going to absolutely destroy their man 90% of the time. That time he didn't do so great. Boom, Baldwin. Now the thing that this post does do well is it'll distract the safeties from here from time to time. Right now they got Mayo dropping over the middle, so that's kind of messing it up a little. Obviously, if you were to put him in a drag, you got the drag all day. Marshawn Lynch and Jackson, you both can put on these, but mostly I'm just looking to hit the corner routes. You can smart route them as well to make them not get quite as much depth, but it keeps the safety out of the play. So if the safety is making plays on it, then I'll start doing that. But most times against, I mean, we're versus quarters right now, which is why they'd be using that middle linebacker. But if you throw a bullet pass lead down and towards the sideline, that also will eliminate the chance of the safeties getting involved. And then obviously you could have both running backs on option routes. Just be careful when you throw it, because right there I just assumed it was going to be open, and Bradley Fletcher jumped it. Most times you're going to have a linebacker on these guys, and right now we got, you know, defensive backs. Jackson did a good job that time getting open. Yeah, and then say you guessed wrong and they were in cover 3. That's fine too. C route's still going to get open if Russell Wilson doesn't overthrow it. Boom. Easy completion. And then obviously if the cover in the cover 3 they're dropping far, just hit the flat. That's one thing you gotta learn this year, guys, is if you don't have something, if something doesn't look open, don't throw it. Take the flat. If you see that flat open in the beginning, take it every single time.